What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is me, who teaches the Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiters for the second half of the Sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, of course, the Sun is our actions, how we see things, our viewpoints, as well as correlates to our wants, and it is going to be in the energies of Libra, which is cardinal Ale, initiating and creating new ways of thinking and communicating. Now, Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships and how you relate to others. Now, you Pisces are mutable water, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of feeling the emotions. And Pisces was born out of the 12th house of dreams, illusions, creativity, and fantasies. Now, with that being said, Pisces and Libra in conjunct each other, so you're going to be in a misunderstanding of how to initiate communication when it comes to your mutable water energies. Just initiate the communication and thinking when it comes to your emotions and how you feel, and you'll be good to go. So, with that being said, or do your best to use. With that being said, the moon is going to be attracting this energy as well. Now, I'm going to shuffle the Universal Chapter Tarot deck a couple more times, and then pull clarification. Pull 9 cards plus an overall from the Universal Chapter Tarot deck. Then pull clarifications from the Rider-Waite deck, and then pull 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. Excuse the dogs. Hopefully they don't get too loud, but let me draw these cards out. So the first card that the overall energy of the reading is the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Gemini in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transitioning sign of Libra. But overall, you are dealing with either a twin flame or a soulmate, or you listening to your higher self during this time. Now, your first card is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is talking about discontentment. So you may be in a feeling, focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have. Do your best to change perspectives and focus on what you do have during this time of the Sun transition, the second half of Libra. Now, your second card that you get from the Universal Chapter Tarot deck is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is talking about deception, either self-deception or deception from others. I feel like with the other cards that I see here on the spread, that this is self-deception. So do your best to not let yourself deceive yourself and come up with any negative thoughts or feelings about what it is that you want to desire to do in your life or your overall situation or circumstance as a whole during the second half of the Sun transitioning sign of Libra. Now, your third card is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is talking about a decision that you need to make in the material world. And with that being said, do what's best for your highest good and the better of your well-being moving forward during this time. Now, your fourth card from the Universal Chapter Tarot deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, excuse the dog, is talking about you moving slow, methodical, and practical towards what you want and desire in your life during this time. So, but you must watch out for procrastination as well with whatever it is that you're wanting and desiring to do in your life during this time. Now, with the fifth card from the Universal Chapter Tarot deck, you get the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. So you can be dealing with the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. But overall, this is talking about either indulgence or fear. If it is fear that you're dealing with, do your best to understand and understand that fear is just a sphere of reality by you being a spirit, being no thing, no shape, no form, only creating, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So instead of creating negative thoughts and feelings and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about your situation or circumstance, or what it is that you're wanting, desiring to do in your life moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, your sixth card from the Universal Chapter Tarot deck is the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. So you can begin with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart. Excuse the dogs. Okay, back to the reading. Hopefully the dogs aren't that loud. But anyways, there is a cat outside, so that's what they're barking at, is the cat. So, we were on the Death card, so you can begin with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Libra. Now, this is a period of transformation for you, so you're transforming yourself, hopefully for the better, but we'll clarify this and see what's being transformed when we get to clarifications. Now, your seventh card for the Universal Tarot deck is the Ten of Wands. So, I feel like you're dealing with either burdens or responsibilities that may feel like burdens. If they're burdens, do your best to just drop them. If the responsibilities that are for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good, continue to carry out these responsibilities, even though they may feel like burdens, because it will be worth it in the end. Now, your eighth card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you are moving very fast, and because the Knight of Swords is a fast action card, as well as communicating about what you want and desire in your life during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Then the ninth card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Hermit card, which is talking about which is Virgo energy. So you can begin with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Virgo in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Overall, you are going within, listening to your intuition, and following that inner light, or is best to do so during this time. But with the Hermit card showing up, I feel like this is already what you're doing. So continue to do what's best for yourself and your highest good and the betterment of your well-being, as well as listening to your intuition. Now let's move on to the Vital Rate deck. Let's see what let's clarify these cards, starting off with the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a decision that you're needing to make, and it could either be dealing with a twin flame or soulmate, or dealing with you listening to your higher self at this time. Do what's best for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being moving forward. Now, for the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is talking about an ending that's being ended indefinitely. So you may be feeling discontent because of this, or you are feeling discontent because of this ending that is ended completely. But know that this was never meant to just last in your life, whatever the case may be. So do your best to not dwell upon it, but do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings in order to switch your perspective and see how this is in your favor. Now, your second card, being the Seven of Swords, is clarified by the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So you can begin with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Libra. But you are committed towards someone or something. It could be a relationship, or it could be a work endeavor, business endeavor, goal, aspiration that you're committed towards. But you gotta watch out for the self-deception, because this is what's clarifying the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords represents deception in itself. So don't self-deceive yourself when it comes to this commitment. Now, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is talking about clarity and the spark of a new idea. So, with that being said, Do your best to choose what's best for yourself and your highest good and balance your well-being when it comes to the spark of a new idea or clarity that you've gained during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords. So I feel like you are in a resting period or meditating about something that you're practically thinking about, because this is clarifying the Four of Swords. So you are in a meditation state and you're doing your best to move very practical and not making any mistakes. Mind you that Chiron is opposite the Sun right now, so right now at this moment during the Sun transition in the sign of Libra, we are running away from making mistakes. So don't take too much time and procrastinate on meditating, because you can only ponder so much before you have to take action. But planning is good and meditating is good as well. So with the Devil card is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is a sense of equal give and take. So I feel like you may be a little fearful of there not being a sense of equal give and take during this time. Do your best to not let yourself self-deceive yourself, because remember the Hierophant is clarifying the Seven of Swords. So there is a sense of equal give and take. You just must not let yourself self-deceive yourself during this time, or be trapped in field, or aka feel reality by agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. Instead, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward about this issue that you are dealing with. Know that there is equal give and take. I feel like there is equal give and take, but it's just not showing up for you at this time. Now with the Death card is clarified by the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is talking about launching long-term goals. So this is what you're being transforming on a way how to launch these long-term goals for yourself during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Just do what's best for you during this time. Now with the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which is Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. Or you may have one of these energies in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are going with cycles, but it may feel like burdens or responsibilities, but whatever the case may be, this card is talking about movement and the movement in life in general. So let yourself embrace the changes, embrace these cycles, and learn from these cycles along the way during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now with the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Sun card, which is Leo energy. So you can deal with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Leo in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But overall, you are in a happy place, and from this happy place, you are able to take movement and action towards what you want to desire while communicating about it during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the Hermit card is clarified by the Six of Wands. So, the Six of Wands is a card of victory, so you will feel victorious as long as you listen to your intuition and listen to your inner light and follow that inner light in moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Libra. Now, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you. Do need to end the reading off. So your first card, hold on. I'm going to redraw this. Redraw this. Extra cards fell out. Okay. Alright, cool. Now your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. So it is a time for healing during this time. So focus on healing, focus on embracing these changes, focus on resting, and as you can see here with the Four of Swords, as well as meditating on what your next step is going to be during the Sun transition in the second half of Libra, and focus on the healing from this ending during this time. Now your second card from the Moonology Oracle deck, Mother Moon herself, to you through me, is Mutable Moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So nothing is yet set in stone during this time, so don't get lost in this field or sphere of reality, and instead create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about this field, and know that you are heading into a place of happiness and victory during this time. But also don't get your hopes too high, but also don't, again, dive too deep into a field or an illusion, because nothing is yet set in stone during this time. Now, the last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me, is Full Moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So the answers you need are coming to you. So just be patient, and you will receive this clarity, as we can see here with the Ace of Swords, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So the answers that you need are coming during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. And with that being said, that'll be all for this general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiters for the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Know that you'll never be less. Y'all take care, and